Audio Follow Video, or AFV, is an addition to the SonicView consoles with firmware version 1.50. You may be wondering, what exactly is Audio Follow Video? Well, in short, AFV allows our audio mix to automatically respond to changes in our video switcher. So, in broadcast, when we switch our video sources, our audio sources will automatically change too. Let's take a look at how to set up and use the AFV feature. To access the AFV module, we'll need to select any channel on the console and navigate to the Overview screen. Here we see the AFV On/Off button, and below it, AFV Module button on the right side of the screen next to Sends. The AFV Module button has an expanding menu icon on it, so let's select that. The default setting for AFV is Off, which we know is the case for two reasons. One, everything is grayed out, and two, the On/Off switch at the top right of the screen is set to Off. Let's turn this module on. At the top left of the screen is the individual channel On/Off for AFV. We can easily access other channels by using the arrows as shown here. The center of the screen contains the AFV function setting graph. What we see here is a visual representation of the parameters we can change below. Those parameters are as follows. This is On level. This adjusts the value of the fader level after an AFV On event is received. We can change the value of this parameter as well as all of the following parameters with the corresponding encoder below it. Next is Off level, which determines the target value of the fader level after an AFV Off event. Wait time adjusts the amount of time until fading starts after receiving an AFV On event. Rise time determines the amount of fade time until the On level is reached after fading begins when an AFV On event is received. Hold time is the amount of time until fading begins after receiving an AFV Off event. Lastly, fall time adjusts the amount of fade time until the off level is reached after fading when an AFV Off event is received. At the top center of our module screen, we can see a selection labeled Trigger Source. By tapping this button, we're brought to a new screen, AFV Trigger Source Select. As the name suggests, this is where we assign our trigger sources for the Audio Follow Video functions on the SonicView. We have options for GPIO input, which can be assigned to the GPIO input connectors of the physical console, an attached SB16D stage box connected to the console through Dante, or even the rear panel foot switch jack. Below the numbers, any user-defined control functions to the corresponding GPIO in will be listed here. And here we can see our selected button highlighted, confirming its assignment to this channel. Now let's look at a quick setup. I'm going to adjust all of the parameters we discussed just a bit ago. The last button on the AFV module is here, Test. By pushing this button and holding it in, we'll simulate an AFV On event. Releasing it simulates an AFV Off event. Let's try that out. We can see our fader level adjusting for the On event. And now, releasing the button, we're able to see the hold time and fall time coming into play. Audio Follow Video is a fairly important aspect to a lot of broadcast setups. With the SonicView consoles, this process is easily streamlined and can be integrated into virtually any setup. Click the link on your screen for more in-depth tutorials on the SonicView consoles. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to be notified when we post new videos.